Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mackenzie Davis. I'm a realtor, a student, a content creator. Hope that whatever part of that interests you, you stick around. This week's video is a little bit different and a little less optimistic than my usual videos. A lot of the things that people don't tell you when you get started in real estate. Of course, people like to focus on the good. Today, I'm here to burst your bubble. Just kidding. I'm here to tell you the reality of it. While there are so many great things, there are also obviously downsides. So first things first that I feel like a lot of people already know, but some might not know, is that you do not get paid until your deal closes. So you could go under contract with somebody but not set your closing date for 3 months in the future. And just because you're under contract with them does not mean that it even will close. So you have to wait until that very last closing day when all of the money is transferred from one bank account to the next, and that's when you get your commission check. A long waiting game, especially when you're just starting out and don't have months of contracts lined up, and you just have to wait and wait and wait. My first deal closed in 3 weeks and I was paid 3 weeks after I started doing real estate, but it was a rental and it was a smaller check. So you just have to consider a lot of those things. Along with commission checks is that you might never get paid at all, and that's really scary, but it's the truth. You could be working with someone for 6+ months, never earn a commission because of the fact that you don't close on a deal. Next thing that people are reluctant to share is that you don't really learn what you need to know in the class to be successful in real estate, and that all comes from experiential learning. When you're in the class, you learn a lot of law, but when you get out into the field, you need to understand contracts, you need to know how to do showings, you need to know how to attend a closing, what's to be expected at a closing, and those are things that come from having a good broker, a good mentor, and going to lots of new member education classes. You're more than likely going to feel completely lost when you get your license, and that's normal, that's very typical, but it is scary because you have to just jump into this world of things you have no idea how to do. Maybe it's a good idea to shadow a broker or a realtor before you even get started so you kind of see what their day-to-day is like. Another thing, which I don't even hear people say ever, realtors are not very nice, especially if you're competing with them. So a lot of the times the brokers at your own broker will be really nice, but then other brokers are just not. My first home sale, where the listing agent that I was working with was very nice throughout the entire process until something went wrong. And then it was like completely the tables have turned and he was such a mean person to me. It really came down to the smoke detectors and how they needed a permit for the installation per like a new law change in Maryland. And he was not cooperative. He threatened me to go back to the drawing board and find a new buyer even though we were set to close that week. Like, it was just really ridiculous, and that's a lot of the time what happens. Like, you think that you're on good terms with someone and then something happens and they switch their entire personality. And the last thing that I wanted to highlight that people don't really share with you is that it's not glamorous and it's not as exciting as people make it seem. It can be, and I feel like it takes time to get there. In the beginning, it is scary, it's hard work, it's a lot of late nights, and it definitely takes time. And remember that for every downside, there's always 10 more good sides. That's how I feel, at least. I like to try to be as optimistic as possible. As you guys know, I love to be transparent with you and share every little detail about this job. I hope that learning about this side of the world was helpful to you. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you'd like to set up a Zoom call with me or follow me on my socials, that will all be linked down below. I posted a new podcast video yesterday talking about why I decided to switch brokers. If you want to see more of me this week, go ahead and listen to that. It's on Spotify and Apple. I didn't have a video this week because I was traveling. Other than that, I hope you guys have a terrific rest of your week, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye.